We're going to look at container planting. You can grow food at your house in a very small space. Hi, it's April 15th. It's tax day, the day hummingbirds arrive in northeast Oklahoma. Can you believe there was frost on the windows this morning? There was snow west of town yesterday. And today, it's beautiful weather. The sun feels great though, I'm telling you. I was able to get the plants outside finally. Thank goodness. I got several questions saying, I've got a very small space, I can't grow anything. I lived in an apartment for years when I was a very young man. I was able to grow tomatoes everywhere I live. You can do it too. So we're gonna put some stuff in pots and show you you can grow stuff. I got some old buckets here. I went and put some compost in them just a little bit ago. Show you, all you have to do is get your fingers dirty. It's that simple. I also stopped and got just a bag of regular container mix. I was asked if you could mix your soil with the container mix. I'm gonna just add a little bit of the container mix. Beautiful roots. Just set it down in and just fill the container mix around it up to its height. Gently push it down like we do on all the rest of the plants. Get just a little bit more. Riley's not too happy. I borrowed one of his sticks. So right down the side of the bucket, just work that down to the bottom. Then you're going to lightly use some string, loose around the plant, tight around the post. Just make a little knot in it. Trim that off. As it continues to grow, we'll just keep supporting it up the stick. And that's all we have to do with that one. The determinate ones, which don't grow that big, I'm gonna put one of my tomatoes in a container. I've got soil from the compost pile in the bucket. Now remember, the tomatoes can go in deeper. You just have to pinch off a couple leaves. You put it on down a ways. Add your container soil. Add some more container soil up to that bottom leaf. Then put a little cage around it. And there you have a tomato. For any of you that's been watching, these ought to look familiar. Sweet potato, and basil. These are the ones that we set out to root. Now it's time to do something with them. Never throw away old pots. They come in very, very handy. We're gonna take these two that have decent roots on them, little hole, get them started in there, backfill, and firm it up. Now we don't want any more than 2 in here because they're gonna go to town and I'm gonna have to move them every time I try to mow. Now you can put dirt on up because it will continue to root. While they're growing, we can always come out and harvest some of the leaves for saute, for salads. Big for that. We're gonna put this one in this pot. Get the roots down in there. Take a little bit of your container soil, just fill in above, around the roots, stand him up, a little more in there. And there's another sweet potato slip. These leaves shouldn't dry up and fall off. That one should keep growing pretty good. This one doesn't have any roots on it. Make a little hole the size of your finger. Push the dirt in around, the soil in around it. And there you got 6 more slips. So we got 7 slips ready to, that'll be ready for the garden in just a little bit. Okay, now, and I said, just drop them in the water and they would root. They've done just that. This is that. These are the big pieces I took off of those other full-grown plants. Look at the root system on this one. We're gonna put this one in this pot. You just set her there with the roots on top and add your soil in around it. Now the thing with basil, like tomatoes, the stem roots. So you don't have to be real precise about how much soil you get in there. Get a little too much, the roots will just keep coming off the stem. We just want to make sure it's in there good and firm. This is a nice little basil plant that will be able to grow right inside the house. And in just a couple weeks, that basil will be ready to go in the garden. To be successful at container gardening, click that link right there. Come on, let's plant. Let's go plant garden.